And you know what's so intriguing? I noticed this. Like me, I was born a child that never really whined at all when I was a baby. So it led to me becoming a deep person and stuff like that. So it was like meant for me to be a united soul. And like, you know what I'm saying? Most people people most children that are born very deep and stuff like that, that didn't want to fit in with society, they tend to never have the best divine connection with their parents and stuff like that, right? And I don't use the word relationship because, when you use the word relationship, it's like you shipping that person away of a relation. You know what I'm saying? So there's no connection. So I use the word divine connection, but you get the whole drift. Like children that always fit in with society and wanted to be prom kings and prom queens, they always had a better connection with their parents because their parents are organic portals. It's why, with certain people, you know what I'm saying? Like, with certain people that are organic portals that just want to fit in, they'll never get to know the true me because one, like, they they just always want to fit in with the norm and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So anything that I tell them and stuff like that is way beyond their comprehension. You know what I'm saying? I could guarantee if I was a child of most people's parents on this organic portal society, and they the type that just like always fit in, like, praising their jobs and stuff like that, and like, praising, any type of industry and stuff like that, I would have a terrible connection with most people's parents if they not on that, multiverse, divine connection, spirituality. You know what I'm saying?
And I believe you're absolutely right because, to be honest, I never had a connection with my mom from the get go. I mean, and I still don't have a connection with her. So, yeah, that's true. And plus, I never went to the prom when I was in school. I was never the most popular one or the one that was voted to be this or that. Or I never played basketball or anything of that. I didn't play no sports. I was just pretty much like, a loner, and I pretty much kept to myself. And I talked to people when I had to. Other than that, I didn't bother with anybody. I didn't do sleepovers. I didn't do none of the stuff that people would consider the norm.
So it like goes to the point, you know what I'm saying? Like most organic portal people and stuff like that, they just want to fit in, stuff like that. Just going with the norm. They have better connections with their families than people that are very, very deep. They are from the higher planes of the multiverse. They are like united souls, you know what I'm saying? So like me, like at the end of the day, like I even said, my true families are the united souls, the ones who, you know, take their time out their day and like want to like learn about the multiverse and like these other type of different higher plane beings like me, and be on the same cosmic journey as me and stuff like that. But for these other organic portal people, you know what I'm saying? They forever gonna miss out, They gonna forever miss out. They just gonna reincarnate back to dust on back in this earth, and we United Souls gonna be back on higher planes.
Right, exactly, exactly. I remember like when I was in school, like I would drift off. People call it daydream, but I call it just going to another dimension, just doing things in other places and stuff. When I supposed to been, doing stuff and doing classwork and stuff in school. And and I always thought, I was like, man, I must be crazy for, thinking like this, or, just drifting off. I didn't have no control over it. And then like, as I got older, I kept on drifting off, but it was like I would go into different places. I was, different people, but it was me, but I was like another person in a different, different time and stuff. And I was like, wow, this is surreal. But, I did that a lot because, I didn't have a lot of friends and stuff. Like when I graduated high school and everything, I didn't go to parties and I didn't go hang out with my friends and get drunk and stuff like that. I had a lot of time to myself. And, during that time, I was like going to different worlds and I was making music, all at the same time. So, being a multidimensional being, you don't fit in with what's considered the norm. You don't fit in with what's considered what everybody do. Everybody drink, everybody party, everybody go to the clubs and stuff. That just wasn't my thing, and it's still not my thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Like when you a multi-dimensional being, an infinite dimensional hierarchy being, a united soul, you're not going to want to fit in with this society. You don't care about going to parties, the norm that society brainwash a lot of people on when they plant that seed into a lot of humans. Like, hey, go get drunk, go to tailgate, hey, sign with us. Like, we promise we're going to do you right. It's just crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like me, when I was going to school, I always drift off and stuff like that. And I always focused on my music and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Rather people at the school mess with me or not, you know what I'm saying? Most of my classmates, man, when they see me around stuff like that, all they can do is be quiet. You know what I'm saying? Because they know that I don't fit in with them because I'm a united soul and they are a soulless organic portal. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, like I tell you, like, so I get what you're saying. Like, I always been the type of person that always go into different dimensions because every time when I shift my body around, when I do talk to like other united souls, when I'm talking to them from the phone and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? I always like being like the infinite dimension realms. Like I've been going from 4D to many dimensions and stuff like that, and I'm learning some new insights. That's all I care about. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing I'm interested in. So I get what you mean. Like when you a child that's like very deep and stuff like that, and you don't care about like fitting in, going to the prom, the homecoming and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, most soulless kids at school, or like, most people's parents, like, they'll probably look at you strange and stuff like that, but that you a united soul and stuff like that. So like for me, I had a laptop since like 10th grade and stuff like that, and I just like sat back and observed, try to discover my gifts that I had, unleash and observe a lot of information that I couldn't be getting at school, couldn't be getting from like these industries and stuff like that. So like I started off like with music videos like from the webcam, and then I leveled my way up, doing phone videos and like, start doing screen records and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Having like professional audio with my music and stuff to like, unleash my logical mind, heart, and soul.
Like, like the stuff that I be, doing, and how I just, drift off into another dimension stuff. It was very, very hard to explain to people, and I didn't want people to think that I was crazy or schizophrenic or anything of that nature. And I'm glad that I'm able to express it to you because you see what I'm talking about. And I always felt like I was weird. I was a weirdo because I wasn't doing the things that the organic portals were doing, and even if I tried to do it, I didn't feel comfortable doing it because it just wasn't my thing. So I'm just glad that I'm able to share my thoughts and things with you because you see and you understand. You had an understanding of what I'm talking about. Yeah, man. I was also in high school when I started doing my music. Well, I was 13 when I actually started writing, but I believe 17 when I actually start putting the music with my writings. I have a lot of writings that go way back to 1989. So I mean, it's just, that was my passion. That's what I love to do, and I kept it up, and I'm still doing it.
Right, because I've been doing my music since like 2014 all the way to 2018 ongoing, you know what I'm saying? Dropping different kinds of music out of the lower and higher self, you know what I'm saying? Unleashing the ultimate of me that I was born to be since I was a hierarchy being, you know what I'm saying? So, therefore, man, like, yeah, I completely understand and understand, like, you having these dreams in different dimensions and stuff like that. And the thing is, those dimensions you went to, they are actual real. You know what I'm saying? Because I be going to them all the time. Dragon Ball anime told me all about about the races in the multiverse. It's over 80 of them. You know what I'm saying? So much facts around, like it's just a great thing to be a united soul, the multiverse, man. And like I tell folks, man, we head to the multiverse. So is you riding or what? If you're not a united soul, don't ride.
Yep. I knew I was special. I knew I was different. I knew I was one of a kind. But I just didn't know in what way. But, conversing with you, I see now. I see a lot of stuff now. I see why I'm different. I see why I don't fit in with the society standards and trends. I see all that. And that's a good thing. That is a great thing.
It is a special thing when you don't fit in with society. You know what I'm saying? Because you be able to learn yourself, and you'll be able to know exactly what to do, on how to and when to unleash your gift that's from within your ancient spirit. You know what I'm saying? Like, shoot, like the multiverse, like, is counting on us, united souls of multiverse light. And all from since 2012 all the way up to 2018 ongoing, I'm glad that I met other united soul people from the higher plane of the multiverse. You know what I'm saying? So I am like totally glad that I'm not the only united soul, and I'm ready for this unity with other united souls. So I completely grasp it, and like me converse with other and like me conversing with other united souls of the multiverse, over the years, I realized I wasn't the only one out here. So that's a great thing, because it would suck if I was the only united soul and I had to be the one to put it into a lot of organic portal energy in this wasteland society. So I'm glad I met you and a lot of other united souls out here. That's why I always rep Blazy Gang, Fire Fame, DMC, which DMC stands for Diverse Movie Crew. CIP, Elemental Franchise, was what I create. And then Rebels Bloodline, the multiverse team. Infinite Dimension Zones. We on the rise. And the higher ups are getting pro. They don't want no problem with my guys.